Safety talk for the week of May 12th, 2025. Comes off the internet with the topic being amputations. Had a few of those recently and thought it would be the appropriate thing to talk about. So here we go. Amputations are very serious health and safety concern in the workplace. OSHA reports there's an average of 7 amputations that occur in the U.S. every single day. Reported number has resulted in OSHA requiring employers to report serious injuries starting in 2015. This average does not include 28 states and territories that have their own health and safety programs. The number could even be higher due to employers not knowing what the new reporting rule or those who purposely avoid reporting these types of injuries to OSHA. More than 90% of amputations involved fingers, but there's also amputations on hands, toes, feet, and other parts. Many hazards in the workplace that can result in amputations. Common locations where they occur, the sources, OSHA. Point of operation, this is where the machine performing the work on the material. Some examples are points of operation, which include razor cutting fabric, a mechanical press bending metal, a drill bit cutting holes in metal sheeting. Examples: power transmission apparatus includes machine components that transmit energy. Some examples include pulleys and belts and chains, flywheels, cams, gears, and connecting rods. Other machinery parts. Any machinery part that moves with enough force to cut flesh and bone is a hazard that can result in an amputation. This would include any parts that reciprocate, rotate, or transverse moving parts. Safeguarding against these amputations. Elimination. Everyone should considering how do we eliminate a hazard that can cause an amputation injury to avoid that possibility of the injury occurring to any individual. Engineering controls, where they're moving parts, ensure there's a proper guarding that's around the hazard. Use a barrier or fencing to keep individuals out of that area. Where there are many moving parts or machinery, use safety devices that shut off the machine if a person enters a dangerous area. Other devices, such as ones that will not allow a machine to function unless the operator's hands are in a safe position, can also be effective in preventing amputation injuries. Administrative controls. Employees should be trained to recognize the hazard in their workplace that could cause an amputation. A lockout tagout program is an example of an administrative control to prevent injuries when servicing equipment that has moving parts. Personal precautions. Do not stick your hands where you cannot see them. Do not bypass guards or work on live equipment. Also, avoid wearing loose clothing or jewelry that could pull your fingers or other body parts into the moving equipment. In summary, be aware of the different hazards that can cause amputation injuries in your workplace. Focus on eliminating as many of the hazards as possible when you look to use effective engineering controls to protect yourself and coworkers from amputation injuries. Not every single hazard can be eliminated in your workplace, so always be aware of your surroundings. Never put yourself in a situation where an injury is more likely to occur. Some talking points for you. Consider, what are the tasks we complete here that an amputation injuries is a risk? 2, how can we eliminate or mitigate these risks? That's my message for the week. Your choices matter, starting with you. Have a great week, everyone, and be safe.